Okay, game. So, for today, we're going to do some self-art critique, as you can see. And I don't know if I will be able to point out my mistakes accurately or the things I need to work on accurately. So, let's start. Here on the canvas, I prepared three past artworks that I will be going to critique. And let's see if we figure out what we need to work on next time. Okay, game. So, the first drawing, actually I've tried to critique this beforehand just to figure out if I could do some art critiques. So, right here we have my fan art of Bodvar. I did this year. I sketched it here on my notebook before, then I digitalized it. Okay, so what I noticed first is the edges. So right now, as you can see, the edges of some of the details are very soft or unpolished, which is something not according to the standard I want to get into. And the way the thing here, the gold thing here, intersects with the base of the horn doesn't make any sense. So that's a mistake. The intersection of forms. Next are the edges of the strokes. So most of the edges here are soft. So there's no variety of edges like hard edge. I forgot what disappearing edge and soft edge. Lost edge, I think. Okay, so no variety of edges. And when I look at the anatomy, I feel like I could do better. I just can't explain it, but I'm sure there's something to work on here. When I look at the eye, the eye further away from the camera, I feel like it doesn't wrap around properly on the face, which makes it look flat. I think there's no form, looks painted on. I feel like it could be better. And the details here doesn't make any sense. So it's not fully polished or rendered. It's half baked. So no rendering of materials. Like the gold doesn't look like gold. It looks like cheap metal painted gold. Okay, moving on. Values, I would say, looks great. At least there's some blacks and some whites. It has contrast on the values, but I think there are some parts that still look flat, could be better. The silhouette pops out because of the background, and yeah, overall values okay. But if you have any comments, feel free to comment down below. Okay, moving on to the next artwork. Let's go with Queen Knight. So I made this like 2 years ago. It was my first attempt to make a splash art. I wanted to make splash art for Brawlhalla characters since I enjoyed Brawlhalla before. And they have good characters, and I think it was a great opportunity for me to make some cool artworks out of them. So, Queen Knight. The first thing I see here is that the pose is very stiff. Like here, the arms are very stiff. I feel like it could have used more flow or gesture for the energy to flow more naturally. Okay, and looking at the face, I feel like the face is flat. As you can see here, the face looks flat. I can't explain it, but it looks flat. There's no facial planes, and I feel like the nose isn't pointed properly, and the eyes looks like they are painted on, or basically they look like stickers. So yeah, anatomy needs improve. Okay, in terms of material, I feel like especially this part, the materials could have been rendered more properly for it to look like the appropriate material. So material bad, so needs to be rendered more. And looking at the lighting, this part specifically, it kind of looks weird because for some reason this is lit up by the aura, but the other parts are not lit up, which doesn't make any sense. So I should have like placed some direct light here or whatever. Actually, in this artwork, the lighting was kind of hard since, as you can see, it's sort of wrapped around, so the light comes in from all directions. So yeah, lighting inconsistent. Okay, next, I think the forms. Actually, I have a checklist here that ChatGPT suggested that I should check every time actually. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm checking on my old artworks. Okay, in terms of form, I feel like this part of the leg could have been rendered better because the teeth look flat instead of them looking like they're going around the thighs. They look like they're painted on. Actually, the form of the teeth looks flat. Could have rendered the forms better there. And the lighting could have helped very much with the depth of the forms, the shapes. And what else? Okay, going to grayscale. I feel like the grayscale is okay. The subject pops up from the background. So yeah, it looks good. Oh yeah, the hand isn't rendered properly. I mean, I remember what I was going for here. I was going for like I forgot what, depth of field, where things that are closer are blurry compared to the main subject. Okay, so it could have been rendered better. And so forms feel flat, focal point, it's defined, but I kind of gave it my all on all parts, which burnt me out eventually. And light is not consistent, and materials are not clear. Okay, moving on. Next is my Psylocke fan art. So this is I forgot what the skin's name is, but it's a Marvel Rivals Psylocke fan art. So I did this last year. Okay, the first thing that I noticed is the face. Face kind of looks flat. Face flat. I feel like could have rendered the planes there properly. Should have been more defined. Facial planes need more definition. I can't understand what I'm writing. Okay, next is probably the shape of the face. I feel like looking at it, it works, but at the same time, it still feels off. So again, another anatomy problem, could have been better. And the materials here need more rendering. And again, variety of edges. Right now, they all are soft. So material and edge variety. Okay, so most of the edges here are soft. Actually, if you look here where the focal point is not supposed to be, the edges are sharp. Could have put that here instead, but yeah, wrong placement of polishing, I guess. Next is the lighting. Lighting. Looking at it, I feel like the face has has the more confusing lighting compared to everywhere else. Oh, and I just noticed the ears feel wrong. I feel like they could have been moved down a bit. Yeah, it's way too high. So lighting need better lighting. Okay, the light is coming from here, so this part of the facial plane should have been more brighter. I can't remember the facial planes, but yeah, I feel like some parts should have been more lighter than the other, forming the shape of the face. And I feel like this part as well should have been lit a bit. I don't know, this part kind of makes sense, but also doesn't make sense. If you could help me point out the problems, I'd very much appreciate it. Would love to be better and learn. Next, let's look at the grayscale. I'd say my grayscales work most of the time. Yeah, the subject pops out. And yeah, it does lead to the face. Moving on, let's write the overall improvements we need to do. Okay, so things to work on. Okay, so here are the things that are evident in all of my artworks. So first one is forms. I suck at forms, apparently. I feel like I should know the basic 3D shape of my artworks so I could render better. What else? Next is, oh wait, let's include the facial planes. Okay, I feel like that goes under anatomy as well. So anatomy, facial planes. And what part of anatomy exactly? I feel like how facial features wrap around the form. Oh yeah, facial features. What do you call that? Facial features attachments, I guess. Next is lighting. Lighting is very hard. Need better understanding of lighting. That kind of feels vague. Okay. So, light mechanic. I should learn that. Anatomy. Oh yeah. I almost forgot. Gestures. Okay, what's the other one? Oh yeah, rendering. Let's make it rendering. We need edge variety and material rendering, and I'll still include values. So we got all that. So for future videos, we're gonna work on our facial planes. We're gonna do some facial planes exercises. Next, we're gonna do some basic 3D shape exercises. I really hope you could read my handwriting. Anatomy. We're gonna try to draw heads and diff angles. Oh damn, I forgot to introduce myself at the start of this video. I just realized. So hi guys, my name is Zoisk, and today we're going to do some self-art critique. Okay, going back, gestures. So we're gonna do some gesture exercises. Next is lighting mechanic. I bought Mark Burnett's art course before and I haven't finished it, but I have watched most of it and you guys should watch that too. It's a really big help, and all of his other videos. His course goes deeper and more detailed. Okay, so for lighting mechanics, I'm gonna rewatch his tutorial or lesson about lighting mechanic, and we'll see how it goes. Next is rendering edge variety. I should get to know my brushes. I feel like most of the brushes I use are soft edge. Even if I use hard edge brush, I have this tendency to blur it or airspray above it. Airbrush. So it still makes it soft or lost edge. Okay, material rendering. Well, I feel like I just need to do some study. Next is values. Good thing we do a lot of that at work, but I'll still get into it. There's nothing wrong with sharpening my knowledge, so studies as well. Okay, so overall, we did a great art critique, and hopefully you've learned something. And yeah, I'm not where I want to be yet, but at least now I have a more clear idea on what I need to work on. And that's the kind of the whole point of this channel, actually, to document or to record my growth, the struggles and the mistakes, and see where this takes us. So yeah, I'm trying to figure it out in public. So see you next week. We will dive into the practices next since we figured out what's wrong. Thank you guys for watching, and again, see you guys next week, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye. Stop recording.